Trump campaign Deputy Hispanic Affairs Director Vianca Rodriguez. Vianca, great to have you on this morning. Just how important could the Latino vote be in this election?
So important. I mean, you guys were talking about it just now. We are one of the most vital demographics, and we're ever growing. We have that very clear with the latest census as well. But we're definitely very influential. We see that as well with the Puerto Rican community, which is my community within Pennsylvania, and we know how significant Pennsylvania is going to be for this upcoming election. So we're doing all that we can to reach all these Hispanic voters across all battleground states, for sure.
Yeah, and Bianca, we know that there was a comedian at Madison Square Garden who drew up some controversy with a joke that he told directed at Puerto Ricans. Have you seen that affect polling with Hispanic voters at all?
Not at all. I mean, the voters already know, and they've already made their minds up, right? So at this point, either they're voting for Donald Trump or they're voting for Kamala Harris. But at the same time, what we're seeing is that Hispanics have already noticed a trend that when they vote for a Democrat candidate, they're always voting because they make a promise that they're going to make their lives better. For the last 4 years, they've been asking this question for themselves recently. It's like, am I better off right now than I was 4 years ago? And a lot of them are realizing that they're not. So they're not falling anymore for this rhetoric, for the lies and the exaggerations coming from the Democrat Party, much less from Kamala Harris at this point in time. So no matter what they try to do, no matter what they try to spin, they're not falling for it. Even within the Puerto Rican community, we're seeing that all the gains that we've made, we're still retaining them. It's noticeable in the polls. We're seeing it in early voting. We have early voting record numbers, which is not typical for our party because people have had enough. The economy is the still #1 concern for many people, and it's not a coincidence. It's not because they're doing it out of spite. It's because it's the first thing that they feel most affected by. And a lot of these families have had enough, and that's why they're supporting us, and they have every right to do so because they have two records to compare with now. They have the Trump administration record with the current Kamala and Joe Biden record. So they know and they feel it. So that's why they're supporting President Trump in record numbers.
Yeah, and a new YouGov Economist poll from last night showing that Donald Trump now closing the gap with Harris among Hispanic voters. Why are you seeing so many Hispanics coming out for the first time saying they want to vote for Donald Trump in 2024?
Because they've also noticed a trend with mainstream media just always trying to force down their throats a certain way of thinking. And that's why we're also seeing that record high number of distrust with mainstream media because they've noticed that they're very biased, they're very liberal, and they no longer have what they would, in previous years feel it's just that information, and then they take that information as they see fit and draw their own conclusions. It's almost like the mainstream media just wants to give that conclusion and shove it down their throats for them. So they've had enough of it. And we have that trend in social media as well. And, it's just such a great movement because we have the biggest, most diverse coalition within our party right now backing President Donald J. Trump in the history of this country. And it's not a coincidence. They're tired of the pandering. They're tired of the rhetoric. They're tired of being told you have to vote Democrat, otherwise you're racist, because they're not racist. These are just regular, typical people that you see at the grocery store right next to you, comparing those same products and the same prices, and they're seeing that everything is much more expensive for the things that they normally buy: eggs, meat, chicken, everything is up. So they're tired of it, and they're voting these people out of office no matter what they say.
All right, Vianca Rodriguez, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.
You too.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.